Hey deck checkers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Poke Dad.
The Dancing Bear, first base.
This is true. Sponsor real quick.
Ink Gaming, your answer to all your customizable tabletop gaming needs.
As always. Now, let's review some Night Unison, right?
Indeed. Also, shout out to Limitless TCG. Thank you for providing all of us with your translations. Very useful.
And actually, you're on the wrong thing.
You said Night Unison. That's what
Yeah,
that
but
is.
they don't have all the cards on here. So straight away.
What?
One rookie. Sorry.
It's probably the first one.
This review's already going south.
Well, you could have checked that. Deck checker. It was the first link.
There we go. Now we're cooking with grease, folks. There we go. That's what Dancing Bear meant to say. For whatever reason, Limitless doesn't have all of them up yet. They don't have all of them up yet.
Whoa.
See what I did there?
No.
They don't have all of the muck up yet?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so let's hop into this.
Pictures don't look as good, though.
No. Are you talking about the girl in the ad or what?
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's not what I was going for.
Oh.
Start off with the first one instead of umming.
Annette.
I like it.
He likes it. Look at the top 7 and put one of them in your hand, then shuffle the remaining cards. That seems good. Yeah. If you have kind of a dead start, right? Or even have it in the active on turn 1, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually. And then we don't worry about the second attack. DC 20. Venomoth GX. Let's go ahead and zoom in that. I think it looks pretty cool, huh?
Now the picture looks better.
I think it looks pretty cool. Grass, DCE, Secret of the Ninja. 110 plus damage. If you played Koga's Trap from your hand this turn, it does 90 more. So that puts us to 200. Plus Koga's Trap does Poison and Confuse, so that's
210.
Magic number. Now, if you play Jeanine from your hand this turn, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done. Not big on the Jeanine, but it could have use, right?
It's fine.
I'm not a fan of. There's a couple things wrong with this. The 200 hit points.
That's the same as Lycanroc.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have 210.
But if you do something like
the Jeanine?
Yeah.
So, I wish that had 10 more HP.
Is it Jeanine or J9?
It's Jeanine.
J9.
And then I also don't like that. Blacephalon Charizard.
Well, I mean,
Flareon.
I mean,
That's 3 big fire decks.
Venusaur doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that you could play Weakness Policy with because you're already hitting really good numbers.
Yeah, true.
But Choice Band, that gets us to 240, though, is the thing.
And then coming back into your turn, 250.
So that knocks out everything except Wailord, Snorlax.
No, that knocks out what? Wailord. Ooh.
Oh, because he's weak to grass. Right, so we're knocking out everything except Snorlax.
Which Snorlax will then be confused, and if they hit Tails, then they're knocked out.
The Gardevoir Celebi is not getting knocked out. But everything else, 240 and 250 HP, that's getting knocked out, right? So yeah. Zekrom, Gengar, Zoroark, Greninja.
Latios.
Yeah.
It hits a lot of good numbers.
Yeah, and I only see playing this one certain way, and that's with Zoroark, right?
Yeah.
Because if you play Koga's, then you're not playing a supporter to draw, right?
Yeah.
So you need that draw engine of Zoroark. Is how I see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it's good. And then the GX tech, 60 damage,
okay.
Then shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 10. That's decent.
It's okay.
I mean, if you're in a bad way, it's not the best GX attack is definitely not the worst. So.
I think it has potential for the next format. A lot of potential.
I think it could be alright. Let's see here. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell. Reactive Poison 10 plus. This attack does 60 more damage for each special condition on your opponent's active. So Koga's Trap does Poison and Confuse. So that's 60, 120, 130. And it's a stage 2. I feel like you'd be better off playing the Grimer for DCE. That does 50 more for each.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That ability is pretty cool, though. It's second attack, I meant, not the ability.
The old Grimer.
90 and... Shut up. 90 and then to the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon has no abilities.
The little Grimer might be playable here pretty quick.
No.
With Koga's Trap?
No.
Maybe. Alright, so I'm calling this a no. Not seeing it, right?
Yeah.
Alright. This, however, is really good. Colorless, electric signal, search your deck for up to 2 lightning Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand. Love it. Grab your 2 Vikavolt.
Ooh, corkscrew punch.
But more than that, right there. That's what makes this Grubbin so good. It is now Professor Elm searchable. Because the other Grubbin was 70. So it was always kind of awkward. You had to play the nest balls and stuff like that to get it out. But now you can for sure get a nice setup, get 2 Grubbins or 3 Grubbins. Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely big on the Grubbin. I would definitely pick up at least 3, right, for your actually 4, because there's a new deck that's coming out. So I'd go ahead and pick up 4 of those bad boys, right?
Yeah.
Tentacool, 10 plus. If you use Jeanine, 50 more.
Nah.
Tentacruel, move 1 energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon to another, and then put 3 damage counters in that Pokemon.
No.
And Flippy. A Flippy card. Yep. Goldeen. If heads, prevent attacks. 30 times damage, flip 2 coins, does 30 damage for each heads. If it has a Pokemon tool, flip 6.
Plus choice band.
Even if you hit all heads, you're only doing what, 180?
And then choice band.
But you have to flip 6 heads in a row, right? Or 6 heads. Typically you'd hit 3, so 3 times 3, 90, 120.
Times 2 against the Blaze Fawn.
I think there's better options.
Yep.
Kyurem. I think this is good, folks. Cold Call, search for your deck for a water energy and attach it to this Pokemon. That's fine as a starting Pokemon. I don't mind that. Hail Prism, 100 damage. Discard 2 water from this Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Do you know how ridiculously strong this card would be if we didn't live in a world of Guzma?
That'd be good.
It would be like so broken. But even still, I think it's good. Turn 1, you do Cold Call, attach an extra water, and then attach another water, and then you one-shot Flareon, you one-shot Blacephalon, you one-shot Macargo. I mean, I think it's good.
Yeah.
And if for some reason you don't one-shot, then you can discard. Because this to me sounds like it's optional. If you want to discard 2 water, you can.
It might be.
What, see? Right here. It is optional to discard 2 water and then paralyze.
No, it says water to discard. Or Water, discard
Right here.
2.
If you want to, you can discard 2 and they're paralyzed. I think it's good. If this is optional, then it's really good. If this is mandatory, surely it's not.
I mean,
It should be.
I think it's still going to be good even if it's not mandatory.
I think it's optional.
Quagsire,
Yeah.
Gardevoir.
If this is, if you have to discard, then you definitely have to play it with Quagsire and Naganadel. But if it's not, then you might get there with Aqua Patch and some switching cards.
Yeah, possibility.
130 HP is very nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Froakie, we've got a new Greninja line.
Another one.
Yeah. 60 HP, note that. Quick flip a coin, does 20 more. Yeah.
I thought they don't like bubble.
After Mirage Strike, 20 damage. If any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's turn, flip a coin. If heads, print that damage.
That's actually pretty interesting.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's only not terrible. Alright,
That must mean
Pikachu.
that Greninja's a dark Pokemon then.
Pikachu, we don't have a picture. Raichu, never give up.
You're not going to read it?
Oh, I'm sorry, we love Pikachu. Lightning colors, 30 damage. Keep moving.
Ooh. Choice band 60.
Colorless, never give up. You can use this attack only if you have 3 or more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Attach all lightning energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So, your opponent's down to 3 prize cards. You attach a lightning, and then you do this attack.
Then your
opponent knocks Raichu out. So now it's now they're down to 2. Yeah. I guess you could power up Zekrom and Pikachu all in one shot.
But you could have done that 3 turns or 4 turns or even 5 turns ago.
I feel like if you're in a position to use this, then I think you do need to just give up. Right? Just eliminate that word right there, never, and just give up. If you're down.
Pick up all 60 cards and then do another match.
Yeah. Dedenne GX, folks. Study it. Learn it. Know it. Live it. The new Shebe. Some ways better than Shebe. Some ways not as good as Shebe. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6. But you can only use 1 Dedenne change ability per turn.
It has 160
Wouldn't
HP.
be a video without the hiccups from the Dancing Bear. Has 160 HP, so that's better than Shebe. The attack, Static Shock, 50 damage for Lightning Colorless. Lightning Colors, Zappy Return GX, 50 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Return this Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. I don't see you ever using this guy.
Especially as its GX attack.
For an attacker. At least Shaman. This is where Shaman's better. You know, for DCE it did 30, and you could return it back to your hand, and then next turn you've got it to keep doing it. This you have to play Lightning and Colorless to paralyze and get it back to your hand. Just to use it again. So I'm not a fan of all that, but
And you can only use 1.
I actually like.
I like Shaman better.
Yeah, Shaman is better in most decks. But discarding your hand and then drawing just straight 6, I think that's really good in a lot of decks. I think that's really good in any Malamar deck. I think it's really good in Zoroark Greninja, which we'll get to. And I think it's really good in Blaziken too.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that one.
any deck that takes advantage of the discard pile is gonna love this little dude, this little mouse. I think a Zeraora Turbo build with the Denny is legit, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's really good, and it's something the format has needed. I'm just worried now it's gonna put Blacephalon and Malamar variants way up there.
Yeah, it could.
It could easily make them overpowered to where everything just looks in slow motion. So, I think about this with like Jolteon, when you can get into the Prism, Coco, and then use the Dene to discard Lightning and all that, and then Coco Prism. It's going to be good in a lot of different decks. It's going to be good in the Zekrom Pikachu deck. So,
that's going to be a good card.
Yeah, it's really good. It might be the best in the set, maybe.
I could see an argument for it being the best.
Yeah, I could too. Alright, Charge-a-Bug. Here we go. Here we go.
Doing that. Sit straight.
My back starts hurting, dude. It's this chair.
Mm-hmm. Laying in the chair.
No, it hurts my back. Once during your turn, if this card is in your hand, you may attach this as a special energy card to Vikavolt or Vikavolt GX. It provides 2 lightning energy to the Pokemon it is attached to. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is super, super good. Pick up 4. You're going to want 4 Grubbins and 4 Charge-a-Bugs. And, wow, you're going to be attaching this sucker like you wouldn't believe.
You can attach more than one.
Because now it's a special energy. This is the strength of the card. It's a special energy. So like when these attacks say discard all lightning energy, they're talking like basic lightning. Discard all basic lightning is what they're talking about.
So if you put 2 charge bugs, you get the attack for free?
You get the attack for free.
Really?
Yes. And that is why this deck has been wrecking in Japan. So get your 4 Charger Bugs, Vikavolt. If there's a stadium card into play, no weakness. Okay, so now not only are we one-shotting anything, now we have no weakness and we resist metal.
I don't think the resisting the metal is making a difference.
Right now, but next set, metal is huge in the next set, which we have to review later. But
it took long enough.
It's going to make all the metal stuff like beefy to where it like takes like 3 shots to knock everything out.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so get your fire deck ready, folks.
That doesn't sound fun.
Alright, so stadium in play, no weakness, which now everyone plays stadium, so there's definitely going to be a stadium in play, so you're good there. 3 lightning colorless, 120 plus, and then you can discard all basic lightning energy from this Pokemon. If you do, it does 100 more. So.
Oh, it says basic.
Yeah, it'll be basic.
Okay.
It'll be basic.
That's gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah. Remember, that's a special energy. You attach it as a special energy card.
And if it ever gets discarded, you can use Rescue Stretcher to shuffle it back in or get it back into your hand.
So, super, super good, super awesome. Yeah, if it ever gets discarded, you just put it back in your hand and redo it. Put it on Grubbin, then redo it.
What's the next card, though?
Actually, you put it in your hand and then you can just attach it.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to play Grubbin.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm.
If this card is in... Oh, yeah, you do have to play Grubbin to get the Vikavolt. But if it's in your hand...
Idiot.
Shut up. It's super good. Go get your 4 Grubbins or Charger Bugs. Get 4 Vikavolt.
You're on a 4-4-4 line.
you're one-shotting anything, right? 120 plus 100, 220, choice band, 250.
Kogan's Trap for 260.
Good night.
Come back into your turn, 270.
There goes Snorlax, there goes Venusaur.
Unless Venusaur heals.
So, super good. Definitely get 4 Vicavolts. Zeraora. Very interesting. Discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, so we see where this is going straight away. So, this way, if there's a Vicavolt Mirror, whoever plays the Zeraora can get rid of the Charger Bug.
Until they shuffle it back into deck.
Until they rescue Stretcher deck. Discharge. 50 times damage. Discard all lightning energy from this Pokemon. Does 50 damage for each card discarded this way. So
that's at least 150.
Yeah, 180. And you can power it up with Zekrom Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
So, it could replace the Zapdos.
I think it definitely replaces the Zapdos.
I agree with that. So, I like it. I like it as a one-of. I wouldn't build a deck around it.
No.
But a nice one-of. Let's look at the artwork. Yep. There's your cat.
Oh, that's a monkey.
It's a monkey or a cat?
It has a tail.
It has like pointy ears though.
Yeah, like a monkey would.
It has claws like a cat.
Yeah, like a monkey would.
Alright. I think this could be the best card in the set. Spoiler alert.
I don't think it's the best card in the set.
This card alone makes fighting decks
Dead.
not playable. Dead. Fighting deck, any sort of buzzwall variant. I mean, Lycanroc still can be played, but...
Or Psychic Weak Pokemon.
Just Psychic Weak, Buzzwall, Baby Buzz, Crozma, Marshadow. I mean, this is... Wow.
Don't eat their breakfast.
Well, they have to be an Ultra Beast. Sorry. Let me make it clear. Naganadel is where I was going with that.
Okay.
Once during your turn, you may discard Stadium and play. If you do, put this Pokemon all cards attached to it in your discard pile. So I'm going to assume that they get a prize if you do that. No? No prize if you discard the Stadium and put this into the discard pile?
No, because it would say, if you knock this Pokemon out. Like, it's kind of like the ruling for Beedrill. How it says you knock this Pokemon out.
Yeah.
This says nothing about it gets knocked out. It's just you discard it.
Okay. So that makes it even better. So it's a good Stadium bump if you don't want to play Stadiums necessarily. Then colorless Red Knuckles, 10 plus damage. If your opponent's active as an Ultra Beast, 60 more, so 70 against Buzzwall, 30 with a choice band, one shot. One shot for one little colorless.
You can run it any deck.
Take it into anything. You have an answer for stadiums, you have an answer for any sort of fighting.
And it's resistant to fighting.
Not that you're going to need it, because you're going to just one-shot it. And it dispatches Naganadels, super easy. It puts a lot of pressure on Blaziken too, doing 100 damage to Blaziken. And they have to spend 2 fires to get rid of it.
For one prize.
Yep. So I think it's really good. I think it's a good answer to Blaziken, Naganadel, and Buzzwall variants.
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
And the new Tag Team Ultra Beast, is it weak to fighting or psychic? If it's weak to psychic, then I mean Marshadow.
Oh, the Buzzwall Pheromosa, that's in the metal set that we have to review. Not today, but another day. Another time. Okay, we got a new Wooper, Fighting Wooper. Quagsire, that's not as good. I guess maybe so you can kind of have different typings, so you can play one if you want just a Quagsire deck, I guess.
Or just a one-off attack to help other matchups, to help weakness on fighting Pokemon.
Yeah, I could see that.
One-shot the Greninja Zoroarks.
Possibly. Maybe. Gilgar. This Pokemon has any energy attached to it. It has no retreat cost. I like that. Ninja Thrust, 30 plus damage. If you use Jeanine, it does 90 more. So 3 colorless.
120.
For 120, and Jeanine is a garbage supporter.
Sounds pretty good.
Not liking that part of it, folks. Even if you use Cynthia this turn, I don't think 120 is going to get you there. Diancie, 140. Choice Band, 170.
Ooh, 170.
Yeah. For 3 attachments, no way to accelerate. Yeah.
And you can't Guzma.
Gliscor.
No.
Draw 3. Poison Jab, 70. Active is poison. Once again, 3. Yeah.
Probably just a filler in the set.
Here we go. Oh, yes. Now we're into my playstyle. Right here.
Greninja?
Let's focus on the Zork. Okay. The Zork. Not so much the frog. Alright. Dark colorless. Dark pulse 30 plus.
30 plus.
Attack does 30 more damage for each dark energy attack. So we're going to be playing dark energy with this guy, right?
Any DCs?
DC not needed. What we got here? Dark colorless plus. Put 2 in any combination of dark Pokemon GX or EX from your discard pile onto your bench. This Pokemon has at least 1 extra dark attached to it. Then attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to each of those Pokemon.
Did you read the name of the attack though?
Night Unison GX. Then of course it gives up 3 prizes. We're weak to fighting. We resist psychic variants. Retreat cost 2.
And you want to say it has 250 HP also?
250 HP.
Tag team.
It's a tag team. Gives up 3 prizes.
It's a basic.
Basic. Folks, pick up 4. That's all I'm gonna say. Pick up 4. This is awesome.
This is fire.
This is hot. This is hot. This is lava.
I feel like
30
well,
plus.
I don't think we should give any spoilers for.
Well, we're not gonna give any spoilers, but me and the Dancing Bear have been working on this deck for a while, and it is lit, right?
Ew.
It's lit.
Lit.
L-I-T?
Well, you can say it's just straight fire.
Okay, it's just straight fire. Is that what you youngins would say?
Yeah.
Is it lit? Is it cool?
Youngins is the key word there.
Okay. Well, I'm an olden.
Uh-huh.
So it's lit.
You spell lit like L-I-T-T.
Okay. Alright. All seriousness, folks, we're doing 30 plus 30 more for each start. So, we're going hard with our Dedenne. Just throwing stuff in the discard pile, right? And we're going to pull off this turn 1. Right?
That's the
If
goal.
we go second, we're going to pull this off turn 1. We're going to get our Incineroars into play, right?
Yep.
And then from there, it just snowballs, right?
Indeed.
I mean, once you get the Night Unison GX,
Because that's just
the
8
avalanche
energy.
starts, and your opponent is at the bottom of the mountain, and the avalanche is just coming straight at them.
Yep.
So, it's awesome. We're not going to say any more about the deck. Just trust us. You'll want 4 of these bad boys. Carvana.
No, I don't really like
Sharpedo.
It's interesting, but I don't like it.
When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may look at the top 6, choose any dark energy you find there, and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle card back. Oh, we can play this with our Zork Greninja.
You're gonna load all those energies on a 110 HP Pokemon.
No, do not play this with Zoroark or Ninja. There's better options to accelerate Dark than this dude. So, and then it's attack 60, and then it does 20 more times the number of Dark. So if you have 3
probably,
Dark,
yeah, a minimum of 120, and then Choice Man 150.
There's better options. Greninja. Now this is interesting. We've been trying to rack our brains around how to play this, and we'll figure it out. You know, well, we figured out Venusaur. We didn't figure out Gengar, so we were 50% on figuring it out. But we're gonna try our best to figure this out. Stage 2, DCE, bring down. Choose one Pokemon. Choose one Pokemon. Yours or your opponent's with the fewest remaining HP, excluding the Greninja. That Pokemon is knocked out. And then you have Dark 70, which you're never going to use. You're weak to fighting, resist psychic. Free retreat. Obviously, we're going to play it with Froakie and Frogadier, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not Frogadier, but for sure Froakie, right?
I think Frogadier too, because Frogadier's so good.
And then I'm picturing like it with Zoroark, and then you do like Ritus Beating's not one-shotting anything, right?
Right.
But it could lower everything. And so you play Acerolas to get the Zoroark out of harm's way.
And you get back to DC.
And then you attach DC to this, and then... So I'm actually thinking like a heavy Acerola count.
He's thinking of Zoroark Greninja.
Or like Super Scoop Up, something like that.
Maybe not flippy.
Or do you think the correct way is to play like Zoroark, Greninja GX, and then this is like a 1 or 2 of tech?
I think both ways can work.
So, I think that's 2 ways we're going to try out. We're going to try out Zoroark with like Super Scoop Ups, Acerola, and then we'll try like Zoroark with the regular Greninja line to where you can put damage counters on stuff, and then you can just knock out. Because going that route, it doesn't matter if it's on the bench or not. It just automatically knocks it out.
Yeah.
But it could be your own. It could be your Frogadier with only 80 HP.
No, you can choose your opponent.
Oh. Okay.
Choose one Pokemon, yours or your opponent, so you get to choose either one.
I don't know. So we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so Inkay. Oh, we didn't look at the artwork up close. There we go. Everyone loves Greninja too, so.
Is that a Charizard shadow?
Yeah. It's like Charizard behind him. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
At first I thought they were giving Greninja wings.
It's pretty cool. Inkay, perplexed. Your opponent's now confused. Hypnotic control. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may discard a Pokemon you find there and choose one of its attacks to use as this attack. Wow.
How generous.
That doesn't seem too bad.
I think the problem is...
You could use it with picking red card.
I don't know if you can make a whole deck about this, though. It's one of those Gengar concepts where you gotta hope what they have in their hand.
True. Picking red card. But I mean, if they're holding on to, like, stage 2s, because they don't have the rare candy yet or something, you know? And you can do whatever other than the GX tag, and it doesn't say you have to have the required energy. And you discard it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's definitely interesting, right?
I wish that it wasn't a dark Pokemon. I wish it was psychic, so you could run it even with the other one, and then you can use it as a 1 of tech, and then you can put that up there, use it to attack. It'd be pretty cool.
I like using Sudowoodo to limit their bench.
Yeah.
Or even if we had Parallel City, look how good this would be with Parallel City. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's something you can. It's a basic too.
What?
I don't think that's right.
No.
I think that's wrong, folks, because Malamar evolves from Inkay.
That's a misprint.
I don't think it's a basic.
It's a stage 1.
It's got to be a stage 1.
Yeah.
So let's go forward like it's a stage 1, because I don't think it's a basic.
And it's a basic.
But I mean, think about it. If you Elm, then you could possibly have like Zoroarks and stuff into your hand, and then you could use Riotous Beating for just 1 dark or whatever. I think it's good.
It could be good.
You could play Sudowoodo. You could honestly play it with like Lycanroc to slow him down.
You also run it like Gengar.
True.
I see where you're going there.
No, this is good. I like it, folks. This is good.
I don't think it's bad. Its second attack's pretty bad though.
That's alright. I'll go ahead and say it's good.
Okay.
Alright. I think it's better than Gengar.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Gardevoir and Sylveon. This deck has been running rampant all through Japan.
I think it's okay.
I think it's good.
Good.
But I think there's a certain way you have to play it, and I'm not sure just how to play it yet. The wheels have been spinning. For 1 colorless, search your deck for 2 fairy and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. So that's super good. So it's Geomancy, but better, because you can attach both to 1. Then Kaleidostorm, 150 damage. Choose any number of energy, and then you can move it, rearrange it like you like. So, I mean, Yveltal was always super good with its Y Cyclone, right?
Yeah.
So, this is Y Cyclone doing more damage. So, 150, 180. And then you can move this energy safely onto something else. Miracle, Magical, GX, 200 damage. If you have 3 extra fairy, then your opponent shovels all their hand into their deck. And you pretty much say good game. You shake their hand and say good game afterwards.
Unless they run a 1-of Tech or Rangaroo.
No, ain't nobody running a Rangaroo.
I don't know. If this is running Rampage, then I'm going to be running me a Rangaroo.
So, you did the tag team with 6 fairy. You shake your opponent's hand. It's been nice knowing you. Next. We've tested this a little bit, right?
We have.
We've tried it where you just play basically Geomancy to power up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we tried with Asmorel, where you reveal, it's the stage 1, where you reveal 8 top cards from your deck, and then any energy you can attach it any way you like. So sort of like Blastoise, where it's a stage 1 and you do it for 1 fairy. It's not like it's his ability. So I don't know the right way to power it up. I don't have that answer yet for you folks, but this is really good. There's a reason why Yveltal EX dominated the format for so many years.
Because of its first attack?
Because its first attack was super good. X-Ball, or not X-Ball, what was it?
Evil Ball.
Evil Ball, and then Y Cyclone. So this could easily dominate as well. And it resists Dark.
Weak to Metal.
It is weak to Metal, and Metal's going to be big the next. So that's probably what's happening right now is it's dominating Japan until all the Metal Pokemon stuff come out from the new set. And then once all that Metal stuff, then obviously this isn't going to be running roughshod over everything.
Yeah.
So, something to think about. Oh, while we were at Zoroark Greninja, what was the maximum damage you did in one turn with this? Didn't you have like 11 dark or 10 dark into play?
Yeah, I had 10 dark.
Plus the 3 plus choice band, so 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. So you're one-shotting anything with the Zord. It's really good. Is it as strong as the Japanese people are making it out to be? I don't think so. Because I can tell you right now, they're building the Zord Greninja deck wrong, right?
Yeah, they are.
We've seen lists from Japan.
Nuh-uh.
What?
No spoilers.
We've seen lists from Japan.
Don't say anything in the list in Japan.
And they're doing it wrong.
Okay.
They're doing it way wrong.
Okay.
That's all we're going to say. That's all we're going to say.
Okay.
They're not playing it right. So, moving on, we've got some Clefairies. So, real quick, final verdict. I think pick up.
It's okay.
I think it's okay. I wouldn't pick up some just yet. Hold off on that. Clefable.
Eh.
Yeah, is pretty accurate. Togepi, Togekiss. Once during your turn, you may heal 30 damage for skip them.
Ooh, Aromatisse.
Aromatisse. 2 coins. If either head reveals their hand, for each head, choose a card. Shuffle.
I missed the other Aromatisse. It made all the decks a lot interesting.
Yeah, especially with Rainbow and Unit Energy stuff.
That was cool and fun to play.
Not saying anything on Aromatisse here. If flip a coins of heads, choose a special condition your opponent's active is now. That's pretty cool. You paralyze them or whatever.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But I mean, it's a flippy.
Yeah. Flippy, and we don't like it, the flippy.
Nope.
Eradicate, 70 damage. If the defending Pokemon's evolution switch this Pokemon with one of your bench, so Donphan.
But there's no
As long
damage
as
multipliers.
No damage multipliers, and it has to be an evolution.
Choice Band and Kogan's Trap and Kukui. That's your only options.
Go ahead and skip this one, folks.
Yep.
Lickitung, Licky, eat up 40 damage. Before doing damage, your opponent's active Pokemon has a tool attached. Discard it. That's interesting.
Then heal all damage from this Pokemon. That's okay.
60 damage for Flippy, 4 coins, 60 damage for each hit.
Oh. This card might have gotten pretty good.
Electromagnetic Radar. Discard 2 cards from your hand, and then search your deck for any combination of Lightning Pokemon GX or Lightning EX. Reveal and put in your hand. I like this. This is good. This gets the thumbs up.
The Electric Ultra Ball.
This is really good. Grab your Zekrom, Pikachu, and your Yellow Monkey right there. Boom. Boom.
I actually like Surprise Box.
I told you Surprise Box.
Not even in Gengar.
But we're talking about Electromagnetic Radar. Get 4 of these for your Jolteon deck or your Zekrom deck or your...
and you can grab Dodene with it.
Yes, you can grab the Dene. Oh, I keep your
I like it.
something.
I like Surprise Box though.
Okay, Surprise Box. The Mystery Box, huh? Choose a card from your opponent's discard pile and put it into your hand. Into their hand. You may play as many item cards as you like. So
You didn't have to read that part.
So, obviously, back is killing me. That's why I keep moving. Sorry, folks. Hearing the chair all squeaking, messing around.
Missed the elbow rest there. Running Malamar.
Chair is just weird.
Yeah, because I can sit in it hours just fine, and you're struggling for 30 minutes.
I know.
Actually, we're at 44
It
now.
hurts my back. So, Surprise Box. Play it with Gengar, and all of a sudden, Gengar's viable.
Don't run it in Gengar.
That's plus 50 damage.
Run it in Malamar. Put a Pokemon back into their hand.
Yeah.
Copy its attack, one-shot them, and then discard it back into their discard pile.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. You could play Gengar and Malamar.
That's Dark and Psychic Energy
Do
too.
the GX? No,
Is Gengar's Dark type?
No, it's weak to Dark. It's Psychic.
Exactly.
So you have to play Psychic.
You'd have to mix the energy.
So you have to play Rainbow.
I don't know about that one.
I like Surprise Bite. It could be fun. It could be fun in the Gengar deck, and it could be fun in the Malamar deck, right?
The one problem is it's not really surprising. There's not a flip a coin.
See, and even Gengar's jumping out. See? That's telling you, play it with me. Play it with me.
But I want to do it with Malamar instead.
No, he needs this card because that's 50 damage, and if you have two of them, that's 100 damage.
And that's it, because they're already going to discard all the trainer cards that they have in hand.
This is good, folks.
It's okay.
I think this card makes Gengar good. It really does.
Whoa, that's a big statement there.
This is what it needs, and this is like Kukui plus Surprise Box, you know? Oh, this is plus 50. That's what you need to think about. This item is basically a plus 50 damage modifier.
But
Plus Choice Band, so this is plus 80.
They get to use that card next turn.
They're knocked out, so why does it matter?
Are they knocked out, though?
Yes, they will be knocked out.
Saying that they already have two in hand, two
I
trainers
will
in hand.
prove it to the Dancing Bear that this card makes Gengar viable. I will prove it.
I will play Viridian Forest and counter your argument.
I'm just going to put it back into your hand after you discard it with the Viridian Forest. Alright, Poke Gear 3.0, I like it. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose one supporter there, reveal it, and put it to your hand, and shuffle the rest of your deck. I think Dancing Bear does not like this card.
Like it.
I love it. You can play less supporters, you can play more of this. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so if you're playing less supporters...
Yes, because I'm playing this.
And you're playing 4 of those, then you might as well just play 4 more supporters that you...
No, I can play a lower count of all the others.
Just play a higher count, and don't run Poke Gear 3.0.
I think it could be good.
Mm-mm.
I think it could be good, folks.
Yeah, one
All right.
deck.
Secret Hood.
Ooh.
Attach a Pokemon tool to one of your Pokemon that doesn't already have a tool attached. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to this card. So what has abilities other than like Bloodthirsty Eyes?
Greninja.
That we don't really... No, that's an attack. That's not an ability.
No, the Greninja with place 3 damage counters. That one.
Oh, that? Is that going to be that huge?
No.
That we need to dedicate a specific item for that?
Secret Hood.
Not seeing it. Let's go ahead and take a pass on the Secret Hood there. Faerie Charm Lightning, I like this. This is good. Attach tool to one of your Pokemon that doesn't have a tool attached. Prevent all damage done to your fairy Pokemon by your opponent's Lightning GX EX. No more Jolteon, no more Zekrom, no more Yellow Monkey.
Gone.
But
And
there's Vikavolt and there's Zapdos, so.
Vikavolt Electric.
Yeah. This is electric.
Uh-huh.
You see the thing?
Well, okay.
I said, but there's Vikavolt and there's Zapdos.
You said, like, but there's Vikavolt and Zapdos. Like, they're not electric Pokemon.
No, I was saying, you know, that those two decks are still going to be big, so it doesn't protect you from everything that's viable in Lightning.
Alright. Yep, it's gonna be good.
It's good. Pick up to them.
It's good.
Faerie Charm ability.
It's good.
Prevent all damage done to your fairy Pokemon by the attacks of opponent's GX, EX with abilities. So, no more Riotous Beating. What else? What else has abilities? Tapu Lele, no more Energy Drive.
Greninja.
Dedenne, we don't have to worry about Dedenne hitting us.
Right. And that was a big one.
What else?
Naganadles.
No, it's GX and EX, nerd. What else?
Shaman.
I think it could be good.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. We just named the big stuff, so you know what we're going for. Jeanine, we keep hearing about Jeanine, so it's got to be awesome, right?
No.
Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose 2 of them and put them into your hand.
It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay.
No?
It's not like Tierno, draw 3 cards. Actually, Tierno might be better. Because that's still more cards than Jeanine.
I don't see any reason why we would play this over Lily, Erica's Hospitality, or Cynthia.
I know, because you're running
Venomoth.
things that need it.
Yeah, I don't like it. Because, I mean, Trainer's Mail, you can look at the top 4 and grab something. I don't know. I don't like it. I do like this, however.
I like Kogan's Trap a lot.
Yes.
This might be one of my favorite cards in the set.
I think it's really good. Your opponent's active is now poisoned and confused. This is what we were needing, but I was wanting it more like a hypnotoxic laser, though, is what I was wanting. But this goes along good. This makes a lot of different decks viable, like the Venomoth, the Grimer that does 50 for each condition.
Honestly, I can see this in any deck.
It could work good in like
Except
a Venusaur deck to hit better numbers. Anything that just hits like 150 or just maxes out at 180, this could help put it over. You could play the little Parasect that gives damage for Confused. You could add Survivors for the poison. I mean, you can definitely build some interesting decks around this card.
That's not what I was going for. You're going for more a specific deck can run it. Honestly, any deck can run this. Wailord can even run this for the confusion. I mean, it's really good. You can play it early game for poison damage, and they're confused. So then you don't really have to worry about them hitting into you and you taking a lot of damage. Or you can play it later in the game when you're trying to get the 1-hit KO. You get the plus 10 with poison. Or you can get 20 if it comes back into your turn. Or if you play it before you're going to get the knockout, you're going to get more poison damage. So I think Kogan's Trap is super good. Just anytime you want to play it. Anytime in the game, it's going to be good.
I guess the most recent, I was playing Gardevoir Sylveon, and you hit me with this. And
It allowed me to one-shot
Zoroark Greninja, and it allowed you to do enough damage to get me out. And then there was another game where I was going to Geomancy, but you hit me with this, and then I was forced to find a way to switch it and move around. Then I couldn't get the Geomancy off, and then you just accelerated past me.
Yeah.
So, I agree that there's a lot of different strategies for this card. So, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Alright, now here's the monster in the room. Lieutenant Surge's Battle.
Why did his fingers on his right hand look bigger than the ones on his left?
He has fat fingers. You can only play this card if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. You may play up to 3 supporter cards, including this one, so 2 more than him. And you may only play 1 supporter card during your turn before you attack. So that's what's kind of weird. What's throwing me off is this. That's what's throwing me off.
Oh, that's the regular ruling. So see right up there, it says you may only play 1 supporter turn before you attack.
Okay.
That's just the regular ruling.
All right. And then of course it says it talks about that they can't stack. So this is going to just make Wailord ridiculous, right? Or any sort of stall deck, Regigigas stall, Steelix stall, Wailord, Magikarp stall, Hoopa stall. This is just ridiculously good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a 4 of, in your Wailord deck or in any type of stall deck, this is a 4-up, right?
That's where it's super good.
I can't imagine this in expanded, folks.
Via Seeker and stuff, you can play that, teammates, get any 2 cards, draw Guzma. You can do. Honestly, I don't get why they made this. I feel like there's just gonna be too many broken combos with it.
People are gonna abuse it completely. Then what if you play like the Magnezone?
You can play
Dual Brains, where you can play another supporter.
I don't think that's needed, but that combo is, still
You can play Sylveon with Magical Ribbon to get the pieces you need plus the rare candy, and then Magnezone lets you play 1 extra supporter, so you're at 2, and then this lets you play 2 more, so you can play 4 supporters.
It's just dumb, honestly.
This card's got to get banned, right?
I don't get why they made it. I don't think it's even gonna get banned.
But in all fairness, there's decks that I think that will be able to one-shot the Wailord in expanded.
Okay.
I think Zoroark Greninja will be able to one-shot Wailord Magikarp in expanded. If you play it right.
It can definitely reach the 350 or 360 in its case.
Because you have Battle Compressor, you have Dark Patch. That's all we're going to say. It's busted.
Yeah.
Another reprint of Electropower. They're pushing these almost in every set. We've got a different Electropower.
I like that artwork, though. It's pretty cool.
Enhanced Hammer, Max Potion, Guzma. We're pushing more Guzma.
I like how they're bringing Guzma back.
Yeah, because that keeps the prices low. But I'm on the fence on whether I think Guzma's good for the game or bad. I think it's borderline too strong. Because it takes some strategies, like anything with like paralyzation, kind of, you can't really do that. Because everyone's playing at least 3, if not 4 Guzma.
True.
So it makes a lot of decks that could be built around like Paralyze and stuff like that, or even the Confusion decks, getting them stuck in the active, it makes them not very viable. I would have liked to have seen this go back to Lysander, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I think this also makes it to where comebacks are that much harder. It's much harder to come back, like, because you can't get something stuck in the active. They can just Guzma, whatever. But if this is Lysander, then they're forced to play like find a switching card or something. You know, they can't just lay for their Guzma and automatically switch and get a knockout on something.
Yeah, true.
So I think overall Guzma's bad for the game. I know the haters are probably gonna hate on me here, but you know what? Haters are always gonna hate. So. True. But I like Guzma, obviously, but I think it just limits your potential to come back from being behind. And I think once you have a lead, I think it turns the game into whoever takes the first prize 9 times out of 10 wins. Whereas in the past, you know, you had N that could level it out. We don't have anything like N. Like Lynn. Still my sunshine, no. If we had something better than Judge, like N, then I'm fine with Guzma. But with Guzma in the format and no way to even it up, for the same reason I don't like Marshadow. I think Marshadow should be banned. Because if you go first and you have some of these crazy, ridiculous decks that get set up, and then you hit them with Marshadow and put your opponent to 4 before they've had a chance to play, you pretty much auto-win. I mean, unless out of those 4 cards, they draw perfectly. I mean, how many times do we see if you hit someone with a red card and they just, that draw, they can't get anything going? Same thing.
I don't have a problem with Marshadow, especially turn 1. I think it's when you get combos where you can discard cards after you've red card them. Because, I mean, it's like 2 cards difference. And then when they drop a turn, they have 5 cards in hand compared to when they just had 6 cards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not too bad.
Alright, so, other than the reprints, what are we Surge is super good. Koga's really good. Pick up 2 Ability Charm, 2 Lightning Charm, pass on the Hood. Pick you up some Poke Gear.
Not needed.
If you're into the Gengar deck or the Malamar deck, then pick up 4. Electromagnetic Radar, pick up 4. If you are interested in Gardevoir Sylveon, then pick up, I'd say at least 3, if not 4, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. It may seem like we weren't telling y'all it's good or not. It's really good. But I think it's kind of... I think it's misleading, the information going on in Japan, because... remember, our set that we get will have the metal stuff also. So right now, and they're just set by set. So like next month or whatever, they'll get the metal stuff, and then you won't see Gardevoir being played. So it's just right now. It was misleading, like you saw those Zapdos decks, right? Mm-hmm. But then once they got Jolteon and some of the other stuff, then all you saw was Jolteon, then Zapdos as like support. You no longer saw Zapdos. So it's kind of misleading. You have to look overall. Yeah, this month it's big, but next month, is it still going to be big? And that kind of helps you judge where the meta's headed. Malamar could be interesting. Could be fun. Maybe pick up Inkay Malamar with the surprise box if you're into that kind of play style.
I mean, it's not going to be that expensive.
No. Greninja on the fence yet. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. We will find out. I do not have a for sure answer for you. Do you?
Nope. Pick up 4. I know where you're going to go there.
Pick up 4, folks.
That's what I said.
This is so good, folks. This is really, 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 really good. I mean, look at Rayquaza. How good it is, you know? And it has the help of Vikavolt and stuff. But here you have the help of Incineroar and other ways.
It's super good.
Yes.
No need for you to
Alright.
spoil anymore or anything like that.
Go ahead and take a pass on all these fighting chumps.
Get
Marshadow.
1 or 2.
I like a nice one of tech, maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
Zeraora, nice 1 tech, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Zekrom Pikachu. Vikavolt, pick up 4, right?
Yeah.
Charge Bug, pick up 4.
Pick up 2.
I think you're fine with 2. 2 in certain decks, 1 in most other decks, right?
Yeah.
Take a pass on the give up. Go ahead and give up on him. See what I did there?
4 Froakies.
No. Play the other. No. Play the other. Play the others, folks.
I don't know if there is.
The one that drops the damage counters.
Oh. Okay.
Play those. Play those.
Okay, get 4 Froakies then.
Yeah, you can get 4 Froggies, but play the other Frogadier.
Curums possibly if you're into the Quagsire, Magneto, or any other combos.
If this is a mandatory discard 2, then I like it that much better. It's still really good. It's one-shotting everything relevant with 110.
Times 2.
Yeah. So, Blazefawn, Flareon, Macargo. It's a really good answer to those. Seaking, not seeing it. Goldie, not seeing it. Tentacruel, not seeing it.
Get 4 Grubbins. That's going to be super good with Vikavolt.
4 Grubbin, they got the 60 HP. That's the main thing here.
It's actually pretty cool artwork.
So, play this one, don't play the 70. Go ahead and pass on the victory bells. And then Venomoth. I like it. If you're comfortable with Zoroark decks, then I would pick up 3.
It's kind of like the Lycanroc variants, honestly.
It is.
It's a lot like
110, yeah. I mean, so,
and then if you play the Kogan's Trap, then you get the one shot, just like Dangerous Rogue.
So, Zoromoth. No more Zoromoth.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting 3. So,
I like it a lot.
I do too. Because, I mean, it hits really good numbers. 110 plus the 90, so you're at 200. If you play Koga's Trap,
210.
Poison, 210. And then if you play the little Parasect, you're at, or Choice Band, you're at 240.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or one of Seviper to hit the 250.
Or the little Parasect to hit
Or
270.
I'd rather just have 2 Sevipers.
One shot the Snorlax. It's good though. I like 3 of them, right?
Yep.
And even the Venonat's really good. Look at the top 7. Put one in your hand. That's any card.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. That's better than Jeanine.
Yeah.
Jeanine only lets you look at the top 4. This lets you look at the top 7.
Thank you to Poke Beach for the translations.
Yes.
Limitless, it was a good try. But
yeah, I'm gonna stay up to date on this here, because this was 3 weeks ago here. Big shout out to Water Pokemon Master as always for always providing translations and lovely pictures. You're awesome.
And the ads.
In the ads, go shop at Shin now. Okay, up to 90% off, folks. So you only pay 10%.
That's a lot.
So, all right, got anything else?
No.
All right, well, let's shut this bad boy down and y'all be excellent to each other.
Party on, dudes.
Where's the...